Yeah, please come in.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Good evening. Take a seat.
Thank you, ma'am.
You are Shambhavi.
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 Yes.
Then what is the meaning of Shambhavi?
Yes, ma'am. It is one of the 108 names of goddess Durga
Okay.
and also depicts the Ardhanarishwar form of Lord Shiva.
Okay, that's nice. I don't know about that. That's very good. You have done your electrical engineering. But is there any difference between electrical and electronic?
Yes, ma'am. In electrical, we generally study the generation, transmission and the distribution side of the power system. But in the electronics engineering, we are mostly focused on the semiconductor based and chip manufacturing systems.
Chip manufacturing. Yes. So that means in the computer system also, we are using the electronics.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. That's very true. Now you are from Uttarakhand. Can you tell me any 4 major things in Uttarakhand?
Ma'am, in any domain.
In any domain.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, we have the famous Char Dham, Chota Char Dham in the Uttarakhand, one of these religious and spiritual tourism in Uttarakhand. The other is the famous folk deity culture in Uttarakhand, which is the Nanda Rajat Yatra. It is a 240 kilometers long yatra that is done by pedestal only. And other is we are known for the one of the highest hydroelectric power plant project that we have in the state, the Tihri Bandh. Apart from that, we have the Kumbh, which is associated from the Haridwar itself.
Haridwar.
Yes.
But this time it is not happening in Haridwar.
Yes, ma'am.
So when it will be happening in Haridwar?
Ma'am, after 6 years, it would be happening in Haridwar itself.
In Haridwar. It's fixed already.
Yes, ma'am.
Or it has been fixed on the basis of nakshatra or something.
Ma'am, lunar cycle is taken into consideration while deciding the location of the Kumbh, and it is a Mahakumbh this year. So after 6 years, the Kumbh would be either in Prayagraj again or Haridwar. Since it happened in Prayagraj this year, the most probable location would be Haridwar
only. Fine, that's very perfect. So how many types of Kumbh are there?
Ma'am, we have the Ardh Kumbh, Purn Kumbh, Mahakumbh.
Okay, so Ardh Kumbh is after 6 years.
Is
it?
Purn Kumbh is after 12 years, Ardh Kumbh is 6 years, and Mahakumbh is 144 years after 12 Purn Kumbhs.
Okay, so Ardh Kumbh, definitely it is certain that next time Ardh Kumbh will be there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, between that there would be also a Kumbh which happens after 3 years. Okay. A Mela sort of. So I do not have the exact knowledge where it would be.
But where it will be there then? That Kumbh, only Kumbh.
Ma'am, I have not read about it. I should read more.
Okay, fine. Now, you just tell me that one thing is there, that is equality and liberty goes hand in hand. Is it true?
Ma'am, I think these are the 2 bedrocks of all other laws that we see today, and is also the bedrock of the spirit of the constitution of our country. They go hand in hand as well. They complement each other. Without equality, there would be liberty of every individual. So there would be no respect for personal rights and liberty of others if we provide liberty without equality. And if we have equality and no liberty, then there would be no incentive to go for innovation and uniqueness.
That means you do agree with this. Okay, one more saying is there. Learn as if you will live forever. Live like you will die tomorrow. Explain. What have you understood?
Ma'am, learning is a lifelong continuous process. Okay. So I think it implies that we should keep on learning as much as we can till the last breath of our life.
Okay.
And live as we are going to die tomorrow. It means living the life to the fullest, enjoying each and every moment of the life.
Okay. That is what you want to do by giving the exam for IAS?
Ma'am, I mean to enter into the services, and I think I'm giving my level best and living the life with each moment that is coming.
Okay. But why you want to go for IAS?
Ma'am, from the childhood itself, I thought of entering into the government service, to be precise. But after entering into my graduation, I interacted with the alumni of my college. He has got a very nice rank in UPSC itself. So he introduced us with the whole process of the examination. And in my fieldwork of NSS, I found out that I like serving the society, working at the grassroots level. That's why I opted for UPSC after my graduation itself.
Okay, but what you have found something special in you that you will be a very good IAS officer, Indian administration.
Ma'am,
What are the qualities in you have found out?
Ma'am, I think I'm compassionate enough, which is one of the foremost quality that is required in an IAS, in any service to be precise. Apart from that, I believe I'm a woman of integrity. I am hardworking, I am punctual, and I am perseverant to my goal.
What do you mean by compassionate here?
Ma'am, I am moved by the problem of others and I work empathetically as well as with my full efforts. I try to find out the solution of the problem that they are facing.
But suppose some rules are there and just you have to work within those rules. There you cannot be compassionate. What you will be doing there?
Ma'am,
Because you have to work within those boundaries. कैसे करेंगे?
Ma'am, I can, if it is possible, I can try to find any solution by the proper consultation with the person involved. And if there is no possible solution that is under my administrative capacity, I would try to help them if they are if they are asking for a just cause at my personal capacity also.
Fine, that's okay.
Shambhavi.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Shambhavi. So you've done your bachelor's in technology.
Yes, ma'am.
BTech. How many female students were there, candidates were there in your class?
Ma'am, out of the batch of 50 students, we were 24 girls in the
You were 20.
branch.
So that's a good number.
Yes, ma'am.
But overall number of women in STEM in India is very low. Do you think there is actually a difference? So there's a theory behind it. So do you think there's a difference between men and women's abilities?
Ma'am, they are both equal. There is no difference in the ability. There is a stereotype that we have associated with women working especially in the care fields, associated with medicine or in the nursing field or in any of the caregiving sector. But with the changing times, we have seen that the enrollment of women right in the fields of STEM has been increasing with the encouragement of government initiatives from the Vigyan to Vidushi scheme and also the STEM programs we have with other countries. They are providing a very nice avenue for the girls to enter into the technology field.
Okay. So do you think that women have gone a long way in trying to misunderstand and misuse the laws that have been made for their equality? The recent case of Bangalore suicide. So in that case, do you think that women are misusing the more educated they are about laws?
Ma'am, there are misuse of each and every law. This is not only associated with women, but we have seen the rising cases and weaponization of such social laws which were specifically created for the protection of women. So there has to be a cautious approach that has to be followed by the judiciary and the executive in this case, so as to proper investigate the case before taking any action that harms the liberty of the other party concerned in the case.
Okay. So you said you are compassionate. So if you are, for example, deputed in IPS or somewhere like that, and you see an adolescent, young adult breaking, a glass door of a medical shop and trying to get some medicine, and you catch that person, and he says he's taking medicine for his mother, ailing mother, would you report that case? You said you are compassionate.
Ma'am, I'm compassionate enough for the cause. I will provide medicines to the concerned patient, but I will report him to the authorities.
Okay. And one last question. Uttarakhand.
Yes, ma'am.
You're from there. Live-in cases has to be reported. Live-in couples have to report and register themselves as they are living together. Do you think it's a good move for that from the government side?
Ma'am, up to a certain extent, it is a very positive move as it would provide the right to the child if born out of wedlock and also would provide protection to the women especially in any cases of harassment, and also the boy would also be entitled to get protection if any sort of harassment happens. But there has to be a clause of there is a clause of mandatory registration that gives certain upper hand to the executive in encroaching the personal liberty of the two couple concerned. So there has to be a cautious approach. There should not be a tight fist of pattern of approach. We should also follow a lighter, casual, softer approach in registration.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello Shambhavi.
Hello, ma'am.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
So your hobby is Lipan art.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me a bit about Lipan art?
Yes, ma'am. It is from the region of Rajasthan and Gujarat, and it is done by mixing clay and camel dung in there, and is applied on the wet walls. And mirrors that are called in the local language ablas are applied in between those geometric patterns in order to create an aesthetic appeal, and also serves the purpose of cooling the houses in the scorching heat.
Very good. What else is it known as?
Ma'am, it is known as mud mirror art and also known as the Chittarkam in local language.
Okay. Good. So you also like to do organic gardening.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me the difference between organic and natural?
Organic farming is the farming in which we use industrially sourced product, but those products are not made from synthetic chemicals. But in the case of natural farming, we do not use any industrial made product and use the naturally available free of cost products like the cow dung, cow urine in treating the seeds as well as maintaining the soil for cultivation. And we use raw straws to cover the field in order as a method of mulching.
So which is the better one? Organic or natural?
Ma'am, they both go, there is no comparison in between. The methodologies are different. In natural farming and organic, both we see that there is a dip in productivity in the initial time. So a complemented effort of both would be a better option considering the environment.
So you said that the initial productivity will decline.
Yes, ma'am.
Considering that our country has more of small and marginal farmers, can they adopt organic farming? Or how can the government help them adopt organic farming?
Ma'am, we can see that example from the state of Sikkim itself. There was a phase-wise implementation which led to the overall 100% organic certification of the state. So what we can do is that we can take small patch-wise approach depending upon the region concerned, and in the initial time only a subsidy or a grant can be provided by the government to encourage it. But as the farmer goes self-sufficient, that subsidy has to be reduced and he should be made more competent enough to directly source the product into the market.
Okay. What is the difference between economic growth and economic development?
Ma'am, economic growth, we mainly connotate it with the quantitative term, whereas economic development is a qualitative concept. We associate economic growth with increase in factors of GDP, national income, but economic development as the overall development of the country in the socio-economic indicators like the Human Development Index, the Gender Parity Index and other fields.
Okay, so do you need economic growth for economic development?
Yes, ma'am. In the initial levels, we need it because from that only the government and the other schemes would be getting the fund to run, and from that we can provide subsidy schemes, healthcare programs for the socio-economic development of the people.
So how can India balance socio-economic development, we can say social development and economic development? How can we balance the both?
Ma'am, we can follow an approach of inclusive as well as sustainable development. Apart from that, we can empower the people directly. Empowering them would help in the upgrading of the social indicators, also would increase their productivity and their skill, which will further boost the economic growth of the country.
Can you give me an example?
Ma'am, we can make the ladies, especially in the grassroots, self-sufficient. Like we have the example of Drone Didi program. They are getting technologically independent, and from that they are also earning the revenue. So the women indicators are improving and the economic growth is also getting boosted up.
Thank you, Shambhavi.
Thank you, ma'am.
Shambhavi, you
Yes.
are from Uttarakhand.
Yes.
Uttarakhand is also known as land of gods, or Devbhumi we also say. So how the geography of Uttarakhand contributes to its title?
Sir, the land of gods, as you said, is Uttarakhand. We have been seeing that goddess Parvati was a daughter of King Himalaya. So from that we associate. And apart from that, there is a belief that Lord Shiva resides in Kailasha. And people believe that that is the abode of gods. That is why there are many gods. And apart from that, there are many local deities also, right from the forest-based deities to that of the mainstream deity. And we have festivals like Jagar and Golju Maharaj depicting the local deities and the local culture there.
Okay. What is one panchayat system in Uttarakhand?
So one panchayat, I have not heard of it.
Okay.
I'm really sorry.
So tell me, what are ecological challenges posed by tourism in Char Dham? One of the Char Dham is in Uttarakhand, Char Dham region.
Sir, the ecological challenge is first of all associated with the large-scale infrastructure development and the broadening of the road concerned. It leads to the cutting of the Himalayas, thereby destabilizing the slopes and leading to landslide. The other we can say is that of the pollution, the tourists coming in the state itself and polluting the pristine ecology of Himalayas. There is also a concern of disturbing of the nature-man spirit complex of the tribals associated in the Jaunsar-Bawar region. The mainstream people enter into it, and the deforestation at the large scale that is happening because of tourism itself, it contributes. And in the recent winter Char Dham project, we have seen the promotion of it, though is good for the state in boosting economy, but there is a problem of human-wildlife conflict as the wildlife at the upper reaches descends into the lower reaches to attain water and the food in the winter months.
Okay. Tell me the concept of UCC or UCC model which has been implemented in Uttarakhand.
So Uttarakhand has been the first state to implement it. It has kept the tribals out of the ambit of the Uniform Civil Code in order to protect their culture and the custom. Thereafter, it has also kept the LGBTQ plus community outside of it, which is one of the disadvantages of the proposed code. It promotes gender justice by providing equal access to all the laws as well as schemes for the women across each and every religion. It also mandates the registration of the couple in the live-in, and thereafter there is also a concept of providing legitimacy to the child born out of wedlock, protecting the rights of the child.
Nice. So the formation of Uttarakhand was basically, the idea behind was to tackle regional disparities, Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand. So have we achieved this?
So we created the state for that purpose only. We have made sufficient progress out of it. We were given the special category status in the initial days, but as of now, the Uttarakhand has seen positive development in the growth. We have increasing per capita income of the state each year, and with the proper governmental schemes, we have seen industries coming into the area of Sidkul in Haridwar and Sidkul in Rudrapur as well. And there is also a industrial corridor linking Kolkata, Amritsar, which is passing through this city of Kitcha, providing economic avenues in the state as well. There are problems, but they will be overcome in the longer run.
Wonderful. My last question, what are echo chambers?
So eco chambers are regions that are very rich of ecological productivity.
In context of social media.
Sorry, sir, I do not have the required knowledge.
No problem. Thank you, Shambhavi.
Thank you, sir.
Shambhavi, while giving answer on Uttarakhand, you are very happy. So tell me, except tourism, what are other activities from where Uttarakhand generates its resources?
So 46.6% of Uttarakhand state gross domestic product is generated from the industry itself. We have the Sidkul, which is situated in Haridwar and the Pannagar Rudrapur region. Apart from that, there is a proposed project of Kolkata Amritsar corridor, as I highlighted, and also Sidkul is proposed near Uttarakhand Uttar Pradesh border in the Sitarganj district. This generates sufficient revenue. The government is also promoting the pharmaceutical industry at the level of Himachal Pradesh, which has been a hotspot for pharma industry, so that they can source the Ayush-based healthcare medicines from the pristine ecology of Himalayas.
Okay, you have done electrical engineering.
Yes, sir.
Huh? So, what is transistor?
So, transistor is a semiconductor device which is used as switches and is also used in voltage control.
Voltage control.
Yes, sir.
And how many types are there?
So there is P-type transistor, N-type transistor, and rest I do not have the knowledge about it.
There are like PNP and NPN.
Yes, sir.
There are, like that. And what is doping mechanism?
So doping is in the semiconductor itself. We describe doping as the addition of impurities in order to make a gradient between the hole and the electron. So
why we mix impurities in them? What is the purpose of mixing impurity?
So if we are having a group 4 element and we mix element of group 3, then there would be change in the hole and the electron concentration, which would facilitate the movement of electron and passing of current in the forward bias.
In forward bias. And why that is necessary?
So if gradient is not there, the electricity movement would not be possible.
Okay, because of the movement, whether this electron is moving or this hole is moving.
So movement is by the electron itself, but the charge of current is in the direction of opposite to that of electron. So we connote it with the whole.
Okay, very good. While giving answer to ma'am, you told that you enjoy working at grassroots level. Do you think that India's democracy is having grassroots democracy, or it is grass without root democracy?
So it is grassroots democracy only.
How do you explain? Give me some reason.
So we can see that from the example of Palli Panchayat in Jammu Kashmir. That is the grassroots efforts of the people right at the grassroots so that it can become a carbon neutral village. That is one of the biggest achievement, being in a country which is the third largest emitter of emissions. Pali is a panchayat that has worked at the grassroots level.
Is this grassroots level democracy? Do you think that?
Sir, this can be one of the manifestations of it, but we can see that women are also getting their rights. We have a concept of female sarpanch and also completely women-led panchayats we have seen, and each and every citizen is getting part, which is also leading to the social audits that is done by the Gram Sabha in cases of FRA Act and Manrega Act. So I think this is an example.
This is just an example. This is not a phenomena all over India. So can we say this is grassroots democracy in India?
Sir, I would say that it is grassroots democracy.
Then explain me now. How? What is the, fourth pillar of democracy?
So media has been emerging as a fourth pillar.
Okay.
And
in administration?
So in admin, sorry sir, I'm not, I think it is grassroots democracy and
but you're not able
but
to
I'm
give
not
example.
able to, yes sir, so I'll read more about it so that
Have you heard about panchayat and urban local bodies?
Yes sir, these are the methods by which we are having grassroots democracy.
Yes, these are the examples of grassroots democracy. So what is one nation, one election?
So one nation, one election is the simultaneous election in one phase of the Lok Sabha as well as of the state legislative assemblies, and the proposed amendment states that within 100 days there would be election of the local bodies as well.
So should we mix in that panchayat election also? What are the harms in that?
So there are harms both at the panchayat and the state elections mixing with the central elections, and it is the undermining of the local issues under the guise of the central issues. There would be also problem of bringing voters back within 100 days in order to vote for their respective panchayat elections. So these are the issue, but with the proper sensitization of each and every person in the country and the institutional preparedness of election commission and the state election commissions for the local bodies, I think this can be easily overcome.
Okay, everyone knows that there is so much harm from hydroelectric projects. Still, Uttarakhand government is going for again and again for them. Why is that so?
So, in a state like Uttarakhand, endowed with hilly terrain only, the hydroelectric projects are the only viable solution to provide electricity. Either they can create it on their own, or they can buy the electricity from other states in the power exchange settlement.
But we have seen so many disaster, catastrophic events those that are happening. Like in 2013, Uttarakhand tragedy happened. Recently also, Uttarakhand was news because of some tragedy in dam failure. So why still Uttarakhand government is going for that? Is there any other option for that?
So geothermal energy is one of the options, but the dispatchability as well as providing the loads in the base load condition, geothermal energy does not provide it. And considered with the 2013 floods, that was because of the glacial low outburst floods. But with the proper, we have the National Dam Safety Committee that has been constituted, and it has been created to maintain as well as retrofit the dam with essential infrastructure in order to provide such sort of disaster.
But they have said that you just ban any new project in Uttarakhand or in Himalayan terrain. But still government is not implementing that. Why is that so?
Sir, there is always a...
What do you think? Should we have some regulation on that, or should we go for always? Like because of developmental need, we need to that hydroelectric project, or should we consider for some eco-sensitiveness?
So complete ban as well as complete allowing of the hydroelectric projects in Uttarakhand is not feasible. We should go for a middle path in this case with proper environmental impact assessment, social impact assessment, as well as the impact study of the experts in the field of environment as well as the technology, both are necessary to maintain the development and environment together. Both should go hand in hand and not development versus environment or environment versus development.
Okay, very good.
Thank you.
Ma'am, please.
Thank you, ma'am.
From the government side, it is commitment to meet net zero by 2070. What are the various solutions regarding that?
Ma'am, carbon credit trading propounded by India in the recent COP29 is one of the mechanisms to ensure it. Thereby, the joint implementation and the clean developmental mechanism under the Kyoto Protocol is one of the targets. The other is the schemes like PM Suryodaya Yojana, and promoting wind and the solar energy specifically is one of the ways to mitigate the emissions from the thermal. And there should be a proper phasing down of coal rather than phasing out to attain the climate zero, and peaking by the 2055 and thereby reducing the demands. And following.
But saying theoretically is okay, but what are the actual solutions? Okay, we should mitigate this, we should mitigate that, this and that. It's okay, perfect. But what are the actual solutions regarding that? How you will do it? All this thing.
Ma'am, actual solution starts at the grassroots. We should follow the mission of the motto of Mission Life. That is living a responsible life with responsible production and consumption that would mitigate the emissions from our side. There should be proper environmental regulations to control the emissions from the farmland sector, especially wetlands. Thereafter, the industry should be retrofitting all the equipments and do the capacity building, and there should be a carbon tax on each of the industry that is producing way more than allowed capacity of carbon. And ma'am, there should be more generations of solar power projects that can mitigate the demand, and off-grid projects should be established so as to decentralize the power dependence on thermal power plants. And there should be also adaptation fund accordingly in that, so that the communities that are impacted by the climate change and or dependent on the livelihoods that are a reason for climate change, they move into some other friendly.
What about the usage of EV?
It is one of the methods of reducing climate change, but there is a shortage of rare earth elements that are necessary for the creation of the batteries and the chips that is necessary.
That's perfectly okay, whatever you are saying. But when the research has been done on this account, they say, and they have found it out, that whatever the carbon emission is because of the battery and because of the other thing, if you just compare the two, because of the battery it is less.
Yes, ma'am.
So that means that is not a hassle now. So many studies have come up.
Yes, ma'am.
So that means we should go for the EV.
Yes, ma'am. We should decarbonize our transport sector, going on EV, more compressed biogas-based natural buses, CNG-based buses where the gas is sourced from the biogas itself, and that would promote the bioeconomy concept also. And regarding the lithium that I said, rare earth elements, we could also have a mineral security partnership with other countries to source that in order to meet the shortage.
That's very true. And what about the charging problem?
Ma'am, that could
because maximum people say because of the charging problem we are not going for EV.
Yes, ma'am. I have seen in my place also there are no charging stations, but that would be the job of the policy makers as well as the executive authorities, so as to create more charging infrastructure at each point. Then only the uptake of EVs would be encouraged.
Definitely, I do agree. But now they have changed it. Now EV people, the EV locomotives and all those people, what they are doing, they are providing a charging point at your place only. In the night, you can just keep it on the charging, and in the morning, you can use it. So now it has become so easy.
Ma'am, the EV vehicles as of now, they are a little costlier than the petrol.
I was expecting this answer only.
Yes, sir.
It's a little costlier. I do agree. But over the period of 3 years, 4 years, whatever is the minimum life of a vehicle, you will be able to recover that amount by saving on this petrol.
Yes,
cost.
ma'am. Ma'am, but for that there is a need that the electricity that we are using, that should also be from the renewable energy
Yeah,
sources.
that is very true.
And
That's
ma'am,
very true.
yes, ma'am, incentives can be provided to the common public in order for the uptake of the vehicles, right from the scrapping policy providing special incentives for the EV, and the Income Tax Act providing the incentives in a larger amount for the middle class people to afford the EVs.
Yeah, that's very true. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Now you can go out.
Good evening.
We'll be giving you feedback after a minute.
Sure, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, come in. Please sit down.
Thank you, ma'am.
How do you find your interview?
Ma'am,
अपना बताइए.
I found it very nice interacting with you people. There are certain shortcomings that I have to work on.
Like?
Especially the governance question that sir asked. I was having the knowledge about it. I said panchayat, but I was not articulate enough to mention it the local bodies directly. About the question that you asked, ma'am, the methods that to decarbonize, to achieve net zero, they were the problem, and certain other questions where I could have added more points to make it more solid and articulate.
You knew that, all those points.
Ma'am, I did not know that. I have to read more. And the question that you initially asked, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Any other
Ma'am,
negative point which you have noticed?
Ma'am, right now I cannot comprehend.
You are very good. Huh? You have got the confidence, no doubt about that. You know maximum of the answers. That is again very true. जो आपका थोड़ा ज़्यादा स्माइल है.
Okay, ma'am.
ज़्यादा स्माइल है. You have to be smiley. You have to be like this only, but over smiling नहीं.
Okay, ma'am.
वो ऐसा लगता है अंदर से कि आप थोड़ा नर्वस हो रहे हैं और स्माइल करके उसको ओवरकम करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. ठीक है? You have to be smiley. ये नहीं कि बहुत वैसा होना है, but not over smiling. This is one of the point. And newspaper पढ़ रहे हैं आजकल आप?
Yes, ma'am. But in the past 2 days, I have not been able.
नहीं, not today only. General I am asking.
Ma'am,
I found it कि अभी आप इतना न्यूज़पेपर पे ध्यान नहीं दे रहे हैं.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, you have to keep it like that. Other things are dress wise, it's okay, perfect. And what else was there?
हाँ, explanation.
explanation.
बहुत जरूरत से मतलब जितना पूछा गया है
उतना ही
उसका
रखिए.
स्टार्ट से एकदम एंड तक जाते जाते मतलब काफी टाइम ले लेते हैं.
Okay, ma'am.
है ना?
ये
तो उसको
पॉइंटर्स
be precise.
बनाइए, उसके हिसाब से करिए.
सर फर्स्ट पॉइंट इज दैट, सेकंड पॉइंट इज दैट, थर्ड पॉइंट इज दैट, ऐसे करके ऑर्गेनाइज थोड़ा सा हो. वैसे बहुत अच्छे आंसर हैं आपके, कंटेंट वाइज वेरी स्ट्रांग, बट क्या है ना कि हमें थोड़ा प्रिसाइजनेस भी होना पड़ता है, क्योंकि इंटरव्यूअर जो भी इंटरव्यू ले रहे हैं उनको क्या है कि उनको भी मौका मिले पूछने का. जब आप लॉन्ग आंसर देंगे तो उनको मौका ही नहीं मिल पाएगा पूछने का, तो वो आपकी पर्सनालिटी में अंदर जा ही नहीं पाएंगे. एक्चुअली यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस इंटरव्यू इज टोटल पर्पस ऑफ इंटरव्यू इज नॉट अबाउट कंटेंट और नॉलेज, इट इज अबाउट योर पर्सनालिटी. तो हम जितना ज्यादा से ज्यादा आपसे पूछ पाएंगे उतना ही हम आपकी पर्सनालिटी को जान पाएंगे, है ना?
And
तो
the first point should be the most important one, the second rank one, and so on. इस टाइप से रखिए, तो because you know everything, तो आप उसे कर सकते हैं इस तरह से, तो उसमें इंप्रेशन अच्छा पड़ता है इंटरव्यूअर के पास. ओके, अदरवाइज थोड़ा सा भी ब्रशअप करने की जरूरत है. कब है?
21 January.
21
नहीं
जनवरी.
यार, तो
Okay.
ठीक है.
जो स्टेम का मैंने पूछा था ना, उसका डेटा आप रखिए कि विमेन का कितना परसेंटेज है स्टेम में, और गवर्नमेंट उसके लिए क्या कर रही है टू इंक्रीज, बिकॉज स्पेशली बिकॉज यू आर फ्रॉम टेक्नोलॉजी एंड देयर आर लेसर फीमेल पार्टिसिपेशन देयर.
You should also know कि सपोज मैं आपसे पूछती हूँ कि 4 वुमेन्स के नाम बताइए जो अपनी अपनी फील्ड में रेनाउंड है फ्रॉम उत्तराखंड.
women scientists and
तो वुमेन का बता रहा होगा. व्हाट आर द मेन स्कीम्स बीइंग लॉन्च्ड बाय पीएम फॉर वुमेन अपलिफ्टमेंट और द फार्मर्स अपलिफ्टमेंट. तो ये सब ध्यान रखिएगा.
बच्चों के लिए साइंस की स्कीम्स कौन कौन सी चल रही हैं, कौन सी स्कॉलरशिप्स चल रहे हैं पर्टिकुलरली वीमेन को लेके, उनको प्रमोट करने को लेके. और ये एरिया जो एक सेमी कंडक्टर या इंटीग्रेटेड सर्किट्स वाला है, बिकॉज रिसेंटली गवर्नमेंट हैज अनाउंस्ड वन इंटीग्रेटेड पार्क इन आसाम, तो वो थोड़ा सा उसको देख लेना, क्योंकि हम लोग वहीं पे लैग कर रहे हैं काफ़ी.
we import
हाँ,
that ना.
अभी इंपोर्ट कर रहे हैं काफ़ी उसका. तो ये भी है इसका क्या कंट्रीब्यूशन है, क्योंकि नेक्स्ट जनरेशन एआई और जितना भी सब कुछ है, इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन ओनली दैट. तो वी हैव टू प्रिपेयर फॉर दैट. तो ऐसे इसमें थोड़ा सा और देख लेना आप। वैसे तो आप ठीक ही हैं, अच्छी हैं। और
आपने वही हैंड्स ना ऐसे स्टिफ कर लिए थे, तो ठीक है, शुरू में बैठे, फिर थोड़ी देर बाद थोड़ा सा रिलैक्स कर लीजिए इसको। ये यूं जो रोका हुआ था ना आपने, आधे घंटे के लिए कोई नहीं रोक सकता ना ऐसे, so इसलिए जस्ट रिलैक्स इट अ लिटिल बिट।
मतलब इंटरव्यूअर को लगे कि यू आर रिलैक्स्ड, यू आर नॉट टेंस्ड। दिस इज द मेन मोटिव। ओके ओके, बेस्ट ऑफ लक।
एनीथिंग यू वांट टू आस्क फ्रॉम अस?
हाँ, you can. Definitely you can ask.
Ma'am, I have got sufficient inputs that I have to work upon.
इसको, और जो ये वीडियो हम लोग दे रहे हैं इसको जरूर देखना, और एक बार अपनी बॉडी लैंग्वेज भी देख लेना उसमें। वैसे बहुत अच्छा है, सब कुछ अच्छा है। वी होप दैट यू विल गेट अराउंड 180 प्लस समथिंग। तो भगवान करे आपको मिले अच्छे से नंबर, और मतलब ये है थोड़ा सा और ठीक ठाक देख लेना।
Thank you, sir.
हाँ, थोड़ा सा ऐसे पीछे ज्यादा होगा, जैसे अभी पोस्चर सही है, लेकिन ड्यूरिंग इंटरव्यू यू विल लिटिल बिट लाइक दैट।
टच मत करिए पीछे का बैक,
Okay, understood.
ठीक है? You should be straight.
Okay, ma'am, okay.
Stiff भी नहीं,
Understood.
but straight.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
Fine.